Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to make peach crumble. So let's get going. So to start off the peach crumble, we have to blanch the peaches. Now blanching is when you throw in your fruit or vegetable into boiling water just for a few minutes, and then you submerge it into an ice cold bath. That helps retain the flavor, the color, and in this case it's going to help us peel the skin off these. So what we're going to do is, I have about 4 peaches here. And I'm just going to make a little X at the very bottom on the peach, and this will help when we need to pull up the skin. So let's get this over into the hot water. Okay, now that our water is boiling really well, we have our ice bath over here to the side, and you just want to drop these in. They're only going to go for about 45 seconds. I like to put them in a spoon and just gently drop them in. And you want ripe peaches. Overly ripe and they'll just kind of turn to mush, and if they're underripe then it's really hard to peel the skin off. Alright, let's turn that off and go ahead and put these in the bath, and like before, just use your slotted spoon and scoop them out gently, and then just drop them right into the bath water. We're just going to take these out and hopefully they will peel easy. The very first time I did this recipe, the skin came off like a dream, and ever since then I just can't peel them nicely. I don't know if it was beginner's luck or what, but yeah, see, this one's just going to peel very naughty. won't let me take it off. This is what it's supposed to do, just peel right off. I don't know why the other ones were being difficult, but this one is just being a peach. I'm sorry, bad pun. Alright, so I'm gonna cut this off the fruit because it's really actually hard to peel it off the fruit. It's super slippery, and then because we kind of cooked them for a little bit, they're quite mushy. So we're just gonna cut this right off. Try to get it as close to the pit as you can, and be very careful. These are super slippery. Thin slices, like you do with like apples or something. And then we're just going to put them in a container. It's off to the side here. Kind of spread them out a little bit because we are going to coat them with some sugar. Okay, so these are cut real nice and thin, as you can see. And then now we have a beautiful bowl full of peaches. Let me go wash my fingers and I'll get on to the next step. All right, so when I make this recipe, typically I do them individually in rattans like this. And I've only one time tried to do it in a bigger like casserole pan, and it came out super soupy. So I'm gonna add a little bit more extra cornstarch this go around, a little bit more time to the temperature, but I am gonna try to do it in a pie pan this go around, and hopefully it'll work out. If it doesn't, I will have soupy crumble. So first off, I'm going to add in, this is a 1/2 cup of sugar. Adding that to the peaches. And typically this would be 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and like I said, last one came out really soupy, so I'm going to add 3 tablespoons, and hopefully that'll help firm it up a little bit. Over there. And then I'm just going to mix that around so that everything's really nice and coated. And you don't really want to see like big chunks of cornstarch, so try to just get it all mixed in until you don't see any big white chunks. But don't smush your peaches. I mean, I guess you can, you're just gonna eat them again later, but it looks prettier if you don't. That's what they should look like. And we're just gonna set those to the side and make the crumble. Throw in 3/4 cup of flour into a separate bowl over here. And I have a 1/4 cup of brown sugar that's packed, 3 tablespoons of regular sugar, and about a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Just gonna give that a quick mix up so everything's well combined. Okay, and then we're gonna add in a 1/4 cup or 4 tablespoons of melted butter. And then this should resemble like a really wet sand. All right, there we go, just very clumpy. If you were to squeeze it with your hand, it would stay. We don't want to squeeze it with our hand, we just want little chunks. So I'm just gonna, I thought maybe I'd be elegant and layer these in here, but I'm being lazy and I don't want to. So just gonna dump this in and then just kind of spread it out a little bit just so it's even. We don't have a heap on one spot or a hole in a different spot. Isn't that just a lovely color? And honestly, my peaches were just slightly underripe. And so had these been like perfectly ripe, it would have a bit more orange color in there. And while peaches are summer fruit, I just think they remind me a little bit of fall, which is my favorite season. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna dump this, kind of like sprinkle it on top. Just kind of want to get everything covered. And kind of move it around a little bit. Not too much because otherwise it'll get too wet. And there you have it. Oops, sorry, it wasn't center. But anyways, there you have it. Hopefully this will go better than the last time I made it. I put it in the oven, middle rack, 350 for I think 40 to 45 minutes. If it's getting too brown on top, layer of tin foil. If you do want to do just individual peach crumble, you can make about 4 of them. This is about a 4-inch ramekin. I don't think it has the size on it. Nope, but I think it's about 4 inches. You can make about 4 of these. And remember to reduce the cornstarch because I did an extra tablespoon for this one. So it'll be 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And these ones, the ramekins, would cook for about 30 to 35 minutes. So if you want to do the ramekins, go for it. Oh, and I don't know why I didn't remember to say this earlier. This is totally able to become gluten-free and vegan friendly. If you wanted to make this gluten-free, just instead of putting in the flour, you put in almond flour. You don't have to do any sort of change in ratio. It's the same amount, so 3/4 cup almond flour. And if you want to make it vegan friendly, just add in vegan butter. If you want to make it vegan and gluten-free, vegan butter and almond flour. And then it's really that simple. And you have yourself a really yummy treat that doesn't taste any different than if you made it the non-vegan, healthy, whatever, friendly way. So anyways, let's pop these in the oven. I can't wait to smell my house once this gets cooking. I know you will love it too. And honestly, how easy was this to make? So just do it. Just took the peach crumble out of the oven. It smells amazing. All right, so we are done. This is our really yummy, really easy, very quick peach crumble. If you'd like to see more recipes, please like and subscribe below. Have a great day, everybody.